seriously though, we do want to talk about that because people need to understand how to approach all of you guys. And I want everybody to kind of jump in on this.
So real quick, a quick answer to that question, kind of the easiest philosophy without spending an hour on it. Think of yourself or anybody, you right there, you make tables. Maybe you make some, it's your hobby, you make tables. You go out to the forest, you chop down some mahogany and some oak, you make some tables, right? You like your tables, your cousins like your tables, you sold a couple of tables at the swap meet, you got your table at the house, it's sturdy, it's strong, it's a hell of a lot better than these cheap tables that are #1 selling by Rubbermaid and all these other companies. My tables are the best. So you know what, I'm gonna take my table to Walmart. I'm just gonna go to my local Walmart. Hell, I'm gonna go to my local Walmart down the street, talk to the manager. My name is, what's your name? My name is Lester. This is Lester Table Company. Well, can you please put these on your shelves? Because these tables are better than everybody else. That just is not the way the business works, okay? So I say that to independent artists as it's a series of steps. And when people ask me, again, I can't speak for everybody else, but when people ask me, hey, why can't I get my record on Z90? I try to, #1, I always try to open the door and I always try to talk to folks and I never try to close folks off. And I learned that a long time ago when I was trying to get into radio and not many people would talk to me. I encourage every single program director out there, if you don't have time to answer an email, have an assistant, an intern, a music director, somebody, because independent artists are our future out there. But I try to explain the business the best I can. Some people try to argue philosophy back and that's the quickest way to get shut down. I have to answer to my listeners and to my boss, and that's my #1 concern, not your career. So to be honest, I gotta tell you that. But we have 17 currents on Z90 right now, 17 currents. I'm not playing the latest song from Chris Brown and Pitbull. Why am I gonna play your song? So it's kind of like the Walmart theory, you gotta build a story. I would say, especially with some of my brethren here from the bigger markets, you know, Los Angeles and Philadelphia and San Diego's a top 20 market. If you have no radio play, don't come to San Diego or LA or Philly first. Start a story in Bakersfield. You're gonna get a much better chance starting in Salinas, California, or Fresno, or Santa Rosa. And I tell this to air personalities too. I mean, again, my doors are always open. You can come to me and I'll give you critique. But you're not entitled. And I think a lot of this generation is entitled and they watch a little bit too much MTV and BET and they think they're gonna be a success overnight. My one suggestion, to answer your question, Arthur, my one suggestion is start a story. And if you're coming to radio, don't come to a top 20 market first. Come to a Salinas, come to a Monterey. Tell me that your song is #1 on the countdown in Amarillo for the past month. I'll kind of be excited about that. I may call the program director in Amarillo and say, hey, you know, is this record real? We do break records, and all of these people on this table, I know they break records, but there's 1,000,000 records out there, and every record we try to break is a risk for us and our future and our ratings and our listeners and our paycheck, and we're trying to feed our families as well. So start a story, don't be entitled, never give up, but start small. Don't walk into a top 20 radio station and expect airplay.